Hello and welcome to Our Time. She's been described as one of a kind. The Port Adelaide Diversity and Inclusion Film Festival featured a documentary about her called Unbreakable Stride, which was directed by our own Yogi Devgan. Now here's a piece from the film before we meet this week's guest.
Really wasn't a thing until this year, and it just sort of happened.
People say, oh, but look, you know, you talk so well, you go out, you do this. I said, yeah, but when I get home, I'm just, like, during the day, I'm fine. I get home and poor mum would put up with it. I'd be snappy, I'd be like, I still mask.
I've never felt like I belong. I've never liked myself.
Well, that's Bex. And here's Bex now.
Howdy, Malcolm, how are you?
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
I saw this film. I'd not met you before. I saw it and it won an honourable mention, I think.
It did,
in the film festival. And it's because you're such an interesting soul.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know where to begin with your story, so I guess we should begin at the beginning.
Yeah.
When you were a little girl.
When I was a little girl.
That's the lead.
When I was a little girl, I wanted to be a little boy.
Okay.
Yeah. And a lot of that was due to being gay and autistic and just...
But you wouldn't have known that then?
No idea. Either of them. I just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Nothing was ever felt okay and safe and normal for me. So I thought maybe if I dressed like a boy that might help. And this was all before the, like, transgender or anything was around, like what was around, but not well aware.
Not talked about.
No,
and
so
not understood.
I used to wear boys' clothes, which they just called me a tomboy, but I can see now that the boys' clothes that I wore was just because it was comfortable.
Right.
Loose and just easy and comfortable. I grew up on a farm in the mid-north, about 3 hours up that way, and then moved to a small town.
In South Australia.
In South Australia.
Yep.
And loved living on the farm, moved into town, and my mum and dad were house parents at a boarding house, so there's like 50 other students that came from all their farms in to live with us, and then we'd all catch the bus to the school in Port Pirie. And yeah, that was my childhood, and I love sport. That was the thing that got me through, but I just felt wrong. Anxious, scared, I didn't know what of.
Well, was that, do you think, the ADHD that wasn't, people didn't even know what that meant, I suppose?
No, it was around back then, but it wasn't
diagnosed.
No, it was, autism and ADHD was, I looked at, like, my mum and myself worked with a lot of autistic, ADHD, special needs people as our career, and even when I was diagnosed 2 years ago, I didn't think I was autistic, because all I've known is like a young boy that's into trains and non-verbal and stuff. That's...
Well, you know, I think the new term is neurospice.
Neurospicy, yes.
Neurospicy.
I
think that's better than neurodiverse.
I'm just me, that's the thing.
Yeah, actually, that's the great... I mean, in the intro, saying that you're one of a kind, before we started to talk, you said, but everyone's one of a kind, which is so true.
Yeah, that's why I'm here and agreed to talk to you. Like, I'm here to share my story, but it's not for people to feel sorry for me, or it's for people out there to be like, oh, wow, I feel that too, and, you know,
yeah, exactly.
I'm not a confident person, but I'm here doing this because it's helping people. The little documentary that we've done has helped people, and that's what I'm about. I've been an empathist my whole life, and all I want to do is help others because I've struggled. Well,
you have struggled. Now, let's start talking about your struggles too, because what you've been through in life is pretty extraordinary, really.
Yeah, it is, but I have done most of it to myself, unfortunately. But
well, but I understood that part of you, but that's because no one did understand the other part of you.
No one, including myself or my close parents or my doctors.
It's really hard, isn't it? Particularly for parents too, because like I work in show business, and a lot of parents say to me, I don't know why my child wants to do this. Nobody in the family is a singer or an actor or a dancer or any of those things. It's like, well, no, that's not how it works. It's not an inherited thing. You are unique.
Yes.
When you're born, you're unique.
Everyone is unique.
There's only one of you.
Yes. But when it comes to, like, the autism, I find the difference It's hard to explain because I never use my autism as an excuse.
Right.
I use it as an explanation.
Yep.
And it's hard. Some people understand and some don't, and that's fine. That's the same with transgender, queer. There's people might not understand, and that's okay.
Yep.
But my brain was, I was born differently. My brain pattern and everything, they've seen like the two physical, our brains are different.
But
And
who's to say that's not normal and everybody else isn't?
well, that's the way society
Who's to
has
say
brought it
that?
up.
That's right, isn't it?
And when I first met you, I said I am weird. And I own that because
What did I say?
everyone's weird. And that's true. But I just want to show you that it is being diagnosed a lot more often these days, and people are saying it's the new fad. It's everyone's doing it these days, but and that's quite upsetting for people that are diagnosed because if it affects your life all day, every day, in every part of your life, it's a bit different to those. Me and my friend were diagnosed OCD as well. I was diagnosed OCD before the autism.
Okay, so OCD means...
Obsessive compulsive disorder.
Right.
And
But you're not that, eh?
I have traits of that, but I've also had traits of all other things. But I think overall, autism has been the big
Yeah.
reason.
The umbrella.
Yeah, umbrella. With OCD, would sort of get
With the spokes in the umbrella.
Exactly.
Oh, God, he's so clever explaining
well
things.
done. Yeah. My friend and I, when people would say, "Oh, yeah, I have OCD. I like to have my pantry," I've said, "No, that's
That's normal.
You just like to have a neat pantry."
Yeah, neat pantry.
OCD is when I first moved to Adelaide, I couldn't sit. I can't not do nothing, so I started volunteering wherever I could. I volunteered at a few different hospitals, in the cafeteria, in the emergency. I volunteered in op shops. Anyway, one of the emergencies in the ER, I turned a switch off because the switch was on and it shouldn't have been on. It was just a plug in the wall.
Yeah.
And for about a week, I thought that I've killed everyone in that. I really did. That's OCD, when you just get this obsessive thought and you know it's not real. I know I didn't.
Well, I suppose we've all got a touch of that. It's like, did I lock the door? Did I turn the stove off?
But
Do I have to go
does not
back
make
home?
you OCD.
No,
If
no.
it-
That's
that
like the
is-
mini bit.
And that's the
so
same with-
it's in all of us to a degree.
Absolutely.
But not that
Yes.
much.
And that's
this
the same
much.
with autism and ADHD traits.
Yep.
If you look at what it would be to be diagnosed, everyone has that. Everyone likes routine. Everyone struggles with this. Everyone doesn't like loud noise. But it depends if it affects you to a degree that it can change your life. Being said, ones that aren't diagnosed doesn't mean that they suffer less than me.
No.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So it's hard. Well, it's hard for so-called normal people to understand somebody who is also normal to them.
Yeah, it's all about masking.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
yeah.
So let's talk about. You've had food issues.
Yes, all of my life.
So were you? What's normal? I was going to say, were you a normal kid? Did you
No.
eat normally and all of those things when you were little?
As a little kid, we lived on a farm and we just ate meat and tree veg.
Right.
And I enjoyed that. But then starting to get into school, I started to find school really difficult, and I had a lot of anxiety in primary school that I would, and then going into high school, just use food to get through a day.
Well, the anxiety is the issue here, isn't it?
It's been the issue since I was
And
a kid.
finding something to sort of smooth that
Smooth
out.
it.
Yeah.
But nothing has smoothed it until being diagnosed. Does that mean that my anxiety's gone? Not at all. But it's just helped me realise that maybe this is what's happening for you.
Yeah, right.
You don't need.
So when did you start not eating?
I went until about year 11. Me and Mum used to always drive from the country to Rundle Mall to get myself 2 pairs of board shorts for Christmas. And this year we went into the surf shop and there was 2 options in the size 40 men's. So I didn't even get to choose. I had those 2. And Mum just said, "Do you think we could do something about that?" And she regrets that because she thinks part of that could have led me down this road, but it didn't.
No.
We did it in a very healthy way, and then I realised that this also can control the anxiety because I can control that. So I just
Oh, if you could control your food intake,
Yeah.
that would make you more peaceful in yourself.
yeah. Plus, not knowing that autism plays a whole different role in people's eatings as well. So all of that. Yeah. So I then struggled with anorexia for
For how long?
forever, for most of my life. I'm well now, but doesn't mean...
But because of that, that meant that you had some of your organs started to break down.
Yeah, my kidneys failed. And yeah, that was a lot. I
And you've had a transplant?
had a kidney transplant. His name's Kev. I got a little tattoo of Kevin the kidney.
Okay.
That was in the 7th of the 7th, 22. And that was life-changing because I was on dialysis for 2 years.
That's terrifying.
Oh, I wouldn't wish it upon anyone.
No, look, there's so much more story to tell, but we have to take a short break and we'll be back in just a moment. Bex is my guest in this episode of Our Time. We were just talking about having a kidney transplant.
Yes, that was huge. My
What,
kidneys...
a huge kidney?
No, both kidneys shriveled up to, like, I think little raisins, and they're still in
Really?
the back here.
And they're still there?
They're still there. The new
Right.
kidney, Kevin, is right here in the front.
Right.
So that happened all
That's
quick.
something I've never heard
Yeah,
before.
they put it straight. They leave the other two
Okay.
because they just, yeah,
You've got to replumb the blood, I suppose,
they plummet
and
all,
everything else.
everything, yeah. So I was on, my kidneys failed. They didn't know what was happening, and then they realised it was that. So I was on dialysis for 2 years. I tried home dialysis.
That must have been awful.
We had to plug yourself this cord into this side,
Yeah.
and then put it on the machine. You had to wash your hands, do the calculations like an hour before, then press play, and then fill up with like 2 litres of fluid, and throughout the night that would then go. If you need to go to the toilet, you had to disconnect and disinfect and da-da-da-da-da. One time I was on one that you could travel. That's why I said, yeah, I'll try that first because I can travel with it.
Right.
We travelled to my sister in Port Lincoln, and we stayed in a cabin. That night we took the dialysis machine with us, and I think I woke up at about 3 o'clock and just came out of bed and put my feet on the ground, and there was this much fluid throughout the whole cabin. I didn't close the back. So yeah, that wasn't fun.
No, gosh, you've got to look at those sides and,
Yeah,
and
nor
be
was it-
amused by it all, really, because
Yeah.
what else can you do?
Oh, well, sorry guys, they're just stepping in my fluids. But I tried that and that didn't work for me, so I went to 3 days a week at the hospital in Port Pirie, and I had to have a port thingy here where they'd put the,
Yeah.
and then they grew a fistula, which is they add the artery to the vein, and it's meant to
Yes.
grow so the needles can easily go in. Mine didn't grow, it's still
Well, there's
there.
not a great deal of you, let's be honest.
That's what the problem was. I was
Yes.
getting I was getting sicker as
Right.
I wasn't eating at all. I remember my dialysis weeks, well, every week I'd wake up about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, go to dialysis, was there for 6 hours in a little dark room with a TV like up there with no signal, and then come home and eat 4 pieces of broccoli and do it again the next time.
I suppose it's a question everybody's thinking.
How?
Didn't you get hungry?
Yeah. It's a bit like, how did I run a marathon and I didn't train? I just, that's what the mind says and that's what I do.
Yeah, it's...
I ran a few little bits, and I didn't, when I ran my marathon back in 2015 in the Gold Coast, that was just because my brain said I had to.
Yeah, crazy.
So then I did it, and I even remember I had 4 lolly snakes the day before.
And that was it?
That's it.
And you ran on 4 lolly snakes?
I ran 42 point, I didn't stop.
What are you now currently doing? Because you are helping people.
I hope I am. I think I am. I was.
Oh, I think by actually talking like this.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh.
I was in the education department working as an SSO with autistic people and people with special needs, and I did that since graduating year 12, and I loved it. I met so many amazing workers and students, kids. It was just the best thing ever, but I also struggled behind the scenes with all the other extra stuff that you have to deal with, and now I'm still doing that same thing. I'm still helping people and advocating, but I'm a client myself, now being diagnosed.
Yeah,
so
do you feel that's given you some sort of sense of calm at all?
Oh, so much.
Like, this is why I think like this. Oh, now I understand it.
Yeah, not
It's
that it's all wrong. Even the thing, I still do get, like I wake up, I'm not very good with emails and all of that. But I used to wake up, I felt like, with a big email saying, you are wrong, like every morning. You're wrong, you need to fix this. That person hates you, they don't like you because of this, what you said yesterday, This big email that I had to deal with every morning. And then at the end of the day, I'd get an email back, like to-ching, when I was about to go to sleep saying, you failed, try again better. Like try better tomorrow. And that was so I could never take away that.
Crazy.
Because even being overstimulated with noise.
Oh yes, that's an issue?
That's an issue, but I felt it here where I feel my anxiety.
Right.
So whenever I didn't know it for my whole life.
Right.
I'd be like, oh, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Not knowing that I was just overstimulated.
Right.
So I had to text that person, or just when I said that comment, I hope you didn't take it the wrong way. Then I had to ring, can you just make sure that, like I just kept, and doing that really destroyed a lot of my relationships, friendships and stuff.
Yeah.
And I couldn't help it. It was, I can see it now that I'm aware that how, I'm not a toxic person at all, but I have this anxious attachment to people. And if they're okay, I'm okay, or if done something, it's
if
hard.
If they're stressed, you're stressed.
It's hard to be in a relationship.
Right, I get it.
I think I am a good person to be. Like, I care and I understand, but I do.
There's still this thing inside.
Yeah, and I don't hate that about me. It's who I am, but I guess I need to not change that, but just learn different strategies, because we're all learning every day. Like,
well, that's true.
I'm not just going to say, well, I'm autistic, that's why it's like that.
But see, you've learned, now you're doing some modelling work.
Yeah, I am. That's been really fun.
And we saw that in the film.
Yeah, I got signed to a company not long ago, so waiting to hear a bit about that, and I'm just going with it.
Yeah, the shots are really interesting.
Yeah, that was my first time.
Yep.
So
Well, I think it's looking for the unusual, I suppose, that's going to draw people's eyes.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Like when you see models, and even nowadays they're trying to say there's diversity in modelling. But if there's a walk, it's just skinny, tall, long-haired, beautiful women, which are beautiful. But there's a lot of people out there, especially in the LGBT area, that have the tattoos and the short hair and the piercings, or dress comfortably, that they want to buy those clothes too.
Well, that's right. Yeah. Absolutely correct.
They want to see themselves represented.
Of course they do, and that's the representation that you're looking for. Talk about your tats, because there's a lot.
There's a lot. They all have a different meaning.
When did you get your first one?
First one was Schoolies, Victor Harbour, when I was 17.
Okay.
My sister got her first and last one there. She claims that, and I agree. Hers doesn't get seen. But I started there, and then got a butterfly here to represent the Butterfly Foundation, which is an eating disorder foundation.
Yes.
I'm also joined in with them, and recently I'm part of an advocacy group, and we meet online and we collaborate about our experience as autistic people with eating disorders. And we've done so well that we've planning on doing a training, lived experience training, to up-and-coming people that will be working in the eating disorder field, to learn from... Who
don't have your life experience.
Yeah, I'm just so excited about it. It's so great.
It's really
with Sydney University, and I applied to help out, and then...
Well, it's passing on your lived experience.
Yeah, it's just little things that when I was at a hospital here, inpatient for a few weeks, I just wanted to use a little spoon because I'm very particular with my spoon. And I wanted pepper, but they wouldn't allow that because that was an eating disorder. But that was actually my autistic trait. A little spoon doesn't change the calories.
No.
It's just, but they just... So just little things like that, if they can be aware of, okay, maybe this is what's happening for that person right now, and not stopping it.
Yeah, no.
Can allow them to feel comfortable in eating, because really the first thing is just to eat.
Well, it's not a hard thing to achieve, is it?
No.
To give you a small spoon.
No, but they think rules, yeah.
Oh, well, the world's full of rules, isn't it, sadly. Tell me about the accident.
The car accident? Yeah, that was two years ago. I haven't really... Some people know, but that, I drove into a tree on purpose.
Right.
I say to everyone that I fell asleep, but a lot of people that know me were like,
Well, thank you for being honest about that.
yeah, it was a silly decision.
No, but not at the time. In your mind, I'm sure it wasn't.
No, but I'm glad I survived because I'm okay and I can.
It's another page to your book, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I want to help people. I don't want anyone to ever go down that road or to have their family go through that.
Because
what I've done. Yeah.
So, tell us about what you've got. Metal inside of you all over.
I've got 20 pins and 4 plates.
Right.
So yeah, the tree. I still get a flashback from when I pulled
That's a bit scary.
Yeah, I was on the highway, and
Can you remember what went through your mind just before?
I drove from Adelaide towards Port Broughton, and it wasn't like I am driving there to do this. I was going to an appointment, and I was overwhelmed, and I was like, I think I've upset this person, and I don't know how to fix this, and tomorrow I have to do this, and it was just too much.
Too much.
And I was
Thinking the world's better off without me? Did you go down that
I've always
path?
thought that. That's why I've attempted.
Well, clearly it's not,
Yeah,
because
no.
you're here.
I've attempted 3 times before that. So
Okay.
yeah, that has stuffed my leg up, and a lot of health problems from that. But that is again part of my story, and everything has a consequence.
Well, yes, but it's truly a remarkable story. And there's so much more that we could talk about, but we have to take a short break, Bex. And we're coming back in just a moment. We've been talking to Bex in this episode of Our Time, and I mean, apart from you opening my eyes, hopefully you've opened the eyes of the people watching this program. What makes you happy?
What makes me happy, I don't know if it's cliche, but just helping others. I can't help them with money, I can't help them with, but I can just smile at someone, like, or talk to a stranger. I live in Glenelg, and I just walk up and down and just talk to people or compliment them or just something, and then through things like this, people have reached out, and I've said to them, like, genuinely, ask me something, or if you need a coffee, like that.
Actually, no, that's really important. Ask me. Ask me.
Because there's so much.
I've probably been through it already, and I can give you some advice.
There's so much on social media that confuses
yes.
a lot of people. Like, is that right? Is that this? But I guess what I want others to know is, it doesn't, like, even though I've needed to be skinny and all of this, it's not because of how I look. It's I guess I'm trying to be as small as I can, because I don't feel like I fit. But I look at people and I don't care what they look like, I feel people's energy. And I go into a room and I can feel what's happening for that person. I can feel their anxiety, and it's just, I just want to help, and I'm no one, I'm nothing, like, I'm not, my qualifications are my tattoos, my pain. But I feel, I don't know, I don't want people to feel sorry for me from this story. I want them to be like, oh, you know, everyone's a good person, and
yes.
We shouldn't be so mean to each other. I hate meanness.
How true.
Like bullying.
Well, we've lost so, I mean, at the end of the day, there's nothing more than human interaction.
Exactly.
And if we don't enjoy each other, I mean, we can pat a cat or whistle up a dog, but the reality is it's about human interaction.
The thing is, some people like us don't want that, and that's okay too, but you don't get mad at yourself for that.
Right.
You just need to see what works for you.
And get help to process it, I guess.
Please get help.
Yeah.
Professional help, absolutely, but if you need a friend...
You're there. No, you may have thousands of people coming to talk to you.
No, I don't. I'm not in it for any other reason than to help.
No, I realise that. No, it's been really lovely talking to you. Thank you so much, and thanks for being so honest. And we could actually go on talking, because I know there's so much more in your life.
Yeah.
But hopefully people can get to see the film, because it will be on YouTube and it'll be around the place. And it's called
Unbreakable Strides.
And it was directed by Yogi Devgan. Yogi used to work on this show.
Yogi's a great guy.
Isn't he? Isn't he fantastic? And he's really developing such a name for himself all around the world. And this will be in, no doubt, your film will be in a whole lot of overseas competitions as well. Well, folks, it's time for us to say thanks for joining us this time on our time. So until next time, thanks again, Bix. We'll see you. Keep yourself nice. Till then, bye.
Yeah.